Okay guys, so HOKC knives. Okay, I got two of those. One seems to be really good and one seems to be real junk. Okay, this one I have for a longer time, so I don't know where is the box. But this one I just received yesterday, and this is how they come. This one came folded like that. This one comes in this kind of box. Everything is in Russian language, which is not my language anyway, but if I can just open this. Finally, thank you very much. And this is how they come. Okay. So this one, well, let's unwrap it first. This is pretty much the box. And that's it. So this one is a major, I believe. It's probably major or mayor. That's a good question. I don't know, I don't speak Russian, but anyway. I'm sure for you who do speak Russian can translate this. But it's a pretty large knife. Let's just look at it from all angles first. Okay. I kind of like the design, and it seems like it's well built. Not for you know, chopping the wood or breaking the rocks, like some of you guys do with knives. They are not meant for that, but knives are meant for slicing. And it's a liner lock. This is how it looks when it's closed. Again, the clip is extremely rigid. Okay, that's just way too rigid. But I will get into it. And it uses the straight head or flat head screwdriver and that main screw and T6s. Okay, which I don't understand why they would put one here but not one here. Right? They put one here but not one here. That's really strange. The action on this knife is really good. Okay, it just flies out. That's perfect, I have to say. Okay, the lock retention or detain is really good too. I can show it to you. Okay, so let's go. I am not able to open this like that, so that's good. And the beer is good too, so let me have a little sip. So let's go into the details. Okay, measurements. Well, it's a D2 blade. Apparently, it says right here. Don't know if you can see it, but and this is the bolt or the main screw from the other side, which is kind of nice. I like it. That's from the the first side, you know, just a flat head. And that's fine too, I kind of like it too. That's nothing wrong with that. You know, why use some T8s or T10s? This is pretty cool. So let's go into the measurements. And like I said, it's a larger knife, full flat grind, and the cutting blade is 4 1/8. Okay, 4 1/8 on a cutting blade. That's what matters, right? The handle, I believe it's about 5 inches, 4 3/4, and the full length, folded length is 5 inches. That's what it is. The folded length is 5 inches. So the design of the handle, I kind of like it. That's pretty cool actually. It's a Russian star in the middle. It folds nicely. It's really nicely centered. Okay, and since we are at the tip right here, little problem here, as you can see, I don't know if you can see the tip of the knife is just barely it's not sticking out, but if I brush my finger against it like that, I can feel it. My finger is hitting on the tip. Okay, if I'm gonna use something like this, it's gonna clear. But since my finger goes a little bit inside, it will kind of hit the finger and it could scratch, you know, you. But it's just really soft. So I would not worry about that much. Now the clip is rigid like a 2x4. That is unbelievable, and I really like that knife, but there is a few things that I don't understand. They recessed the clip into that handle. Okay, it's a G10 handle, by the way, and they recessed the clip. I don't know if you can see it here. But that thing is recessed, and the gap between the clip, you can see probably it's wider here and it narrows down. So it really depends on what kind of pants you're gonna use. What happened on the jeans, when it slides down right here, it kind of holds right there, and it's a little bit harder to pull it out. Not overly hard, but a little bit. So that's another thing. So that clip should not be recessed. I don't know why would they recess it when it's not deep carry. You know, that's just nonsense. Let's get into the weight of this thing. And it's a larger knife, so it's gonna be probably a little more heavy. And I got it in ounces. So it's 4.83 ounces. Okay, which is kind of heavy. if I'm gonna go, well, this one is gonna be heavy too. 4.77. It's a large knife, but honestly, I don't have nothing to compare it here. But anyway, it's a larger knife, so it's gonna weigh something, but it's still comfortable to carry. The really nice thing about this is that to open the knife, it does not have a jimping here, but that doesn't really matter. There is no jimping on top either. But since the log has such a good detent or retention, once you're gonna overcome that log, it's gonna just fly. Okay, if I'm trying to fail it right now. You cannot fail open this thing. Okay, and it's really kind of thin, flat grind. It's really good slicer. You know, if you using this knife for cooking, for example, grilling or whatever, slicing sausages, slicing meat, slicing breads and vegetables, whatever, this would be a perfect knife, okay, for slicing. Other than that, I have no issues with this, and it seems like it's one of the best larger EDC knives that I have seen lately. Now, okay, so let's see if we can open it. This one, I'm just gonna put it on the side. I really don't recommend that knife, so I'm not gonna worry about that one. And this one here is gonna require, well, there's a stud here, nothing here, so it's gonna require these 3 screws and then the main one. So these are T6, so let's start with those, and they are pretty tight, and there is no thread lock on those. At least I really can tell. Even though it does feel like there is a thread lock, and maybe it is, but it's not colored. Okay, it feels like there is a thread lock, yes. But I don't see it. So anyway, now this one does have a thread lock. Okay, and it is unbelievably, wow. So this is gonna require some special tool, because it's just rotating. That is fantastic. Okay, now it's coming out. But that is not exactly well designed, but anyway, so let's see what is waiting for us. And it does have bearings. They are greased, that's good. There is a little grease on them. Okay. This is how it looks. And I don't understand. Now this bearing is both of those bearings are upside down. Holy cow! This does have the flat, you know, like the flat side here. Okay, but it just rotates. So number one, these are upside down. They should be like that. And this one should be like this. Okay, that should rotate on the blade, not on the frame. That's one thing. This does have a flat side here too. Okay, so it couldn't. No, this is locked. So maybe it was just my imagination. I don't know. So anyway, so it's on bearings, and that's how it looks when it's apart. Okay. Not much to it. I'm gonna put it back together. Oh, I see. I know what happened. Wow. Okay. This was on this side, and this does not have a cutout. This is completely round. So once I loosened the screw, it just came off this side and then it was rotating around. That's not exactly well designed either. So let's try to put him back together. I am glad that it's greased. Okay. And it is on that. Oh my gosh. This is annoying. That is annoying, and that's gonna be pain in the butt to get it in right. So let's see how that's gonna work with the bearings the right way. If it's even designed to work with them like that. Oh yeah. Fantastic. Okay. That's good. I'm probably gonna have to put another thread on this bolt here, but let's center it nicely. Actually it's sent already. This would be, yeah, that's fine. Gonna make it a little more tight. Still nice. Nicely centered. Okay, so now it's back together. The action is fantastic. Nicely centered. Again. Okay. It's just really flies out beautifully. Okay, so there you go. Major back together. I haven't cut anything with it yet, but yeah, it's the retention on that lock is just fantastic. It's just really, you can put pressure on it and stays locked until you overcome the pressure, then it just flies out. So overall it's a well built knife. Okay, I gotta admit that it's really well built. I'm gonna have to put a thread lock on this because I can see it's getting loose, but maybe I tighten it a little bit too much, but it's fine. There is no play. One more thing that I have a problem with, now it's too tight, I can feel it. That's better. Okay. One more thing I forgot to mention, and I was not able to close it, but that lock does not engage fully. Okay. Again, I don't know if you can see it. But it's kind of engaged on the edge. And I am not exactly crazy about it, but it's engaged. The frame is actually pretty thick, okay? So it's like, I would say about 3/4 of the frame is engaged, but I don't think that's enough. That's, I don't know, that's not a part that I don't like. Okay, that lock is not fully engaged, even though I try to close it like that. I'm not gonna do it right now, I don't have gloves. I was not able to close it, to force close it, okay? So it holds fine, but I don't know, I just don't like it that much. And this tip sticking out, well, anyway, so I like this knife. I like it even though it does have flaws, but still I think this is a well built knife, and it's, you know, the ratio, the blade to the handle is good. The handle is kind of thinner compared like to my other EDC. Okay, this is a little more beefy handle, but it's still okay. It might be a little thicker, and it is. It is about maybe 1/16 thicker this way than on this. So maybe that's what makes it a little more comfortable. But it's still okay. It's not bad. It feels good. It feels good. The cutout is in a good place. It feels good in the hand. There is no hot spots. Even the clip is good. The jimping over here would be nice. There's a jimping here, which I don't know why. It's kind of strange. Why would there be a jimping over here? Okay, that I don't get. But nowhere else. Not even on the lock. Not on top. Nowhere. So anyway, my child wants me, so I'm gonna close it, and till the next time.